Hey everybody, welcome back to the Fantasy Endgame. Today is a great day. I mean, there's many reasons it could be a great day for you. First of all, we're here talking about fantasy football. That's great enough, but even better, it's redemption time for last night. We're doing two drafts, and if you got an Android, use it because the Android version of Draft Lane has been re-uploaded. It is up. Check it out. So if you have it already, just make sure you got the updated version, and I will show you in a second. I'll make sure. Second. All right.
Yeah, make sure you have version 1.2.2.
Right. And you can check.
Yes, there we go.
Showing you here. You can go to the little settings gear here, about Draft Lane. And at the very bottom here, you'll see the version number. So it should look like this, 1.2.2, like you said. So just make sure. And of course, if you have it already, go to your app store. And I will tell you this because even on mine, I had to do this today. I checked to make sure I had the latest one. When I went to the app store, it just said open, but you have to then go on the app itself, and then it'll be like, oh, update. So just make sure it's updated.
Yeah, make sure you're updated. And the link that's posted right now is going to be the second draft tonight. So we're going to do last night's draft first. So in 1 hour, we'll be starting that second draft. And we only have one spot left. I don't know how you guys get in here so quick. Like, you guys somehow get in here before the stream even starts. I don't know how you guys do it, but you do.
Oh, that's a good thing. It's a good thing. So we're going to get our first draft going in a few minutes here, give you a little bit of time to fill up that second draft. And these will go pretty quick because in true endgame fashion, 30-second clock. That's right. You don't need longer because you got the live draft pilot, don't you? I mean, come on. You guys know what you're doing anyways, but if you watch the videos, you already know too. So here we go. We're going to do it. If you have an Android, try it. Look in the Play Store. Download the latest version. If you're on iOS, just make sure you have the updated version, which is right here. All right. So we're going to get to, we've already done this many leagues with you just in the week since we launched our fantasy leagues. By the way, before I get into this one, also have to remind everybody, you want to do one of these leagues, maybe you didn't get into this one tonight, you can't draft tonight, you're watching this back live, not live, or you want to do any of these in the future, we have a whole bunch of free public leagues. Just go to draftlane.com/play. You see it there on the ticker. It's also in the comments and the descriptions and everywhere. Draftlane.com/play, and you'll see a whole list of fantasy leagues that you can jump in pretty much every day from now until week 1 kicks off, and pick the time you like. Just make sure that if you're going to sign up for one, that you show up for the drafts and actually draft. That would be nice. All right. So now we're doing, this is League 6. That's what we were going to do yesterday. And 10 teams, pretty much the same 10 teams. I think somebody couldn't make it tonight, but everything else is the same. And are we ready to jump in the draft room or not yet?
Yeah, it's got 6 minutes till the draft starts. Gives us some time to talk a little bit about, I guess, some of the happenings today around the NFL.
Yeah, so it was, I guess it was a great day for the Cleveland Browns, wasn't it? So first, I guess, I don't know. Let's talk about Rashee Rice. Is it good? I don't know if it's good. He didn't get we don't even know exactly when and how long he's being suspended yet. And I don't know. Is it good or not good? It's being delayed till September 30th. So what, he's going to suspend it in the middle of the season?
Yeah, this is pretty much worst case, I think, because two things here. Number one, it's going to the same lady that, remember, with the Deshaun Watson thing. NFL wanted the whole year. Deshaun Watson's and the player reps wanted less, and it went to that lady, and she heard it, so she's going to hear it on September 30th, which is the Tuesday after the week 4 ends. So he's going to play week 1, 2, 3, and 4. We know this. But this tells me that the league wanted a very lengthy suspension, and his people in the player union were like, "That's too much," and now they're going to go to this hearing. The worry here now, this is worst case, because let's say he gets 6 games. Well, first of all, there's no guarantee that like on September 30th, like, okay, you get 6 games. It might be 2 or 3 more weeks before they come back and say 6 games. So now you're looking at week 7, week 8. So that pushes them into week 14, but they also have a bye week in there I think their bye week is week 10 or 11, which does not count for the suspension. So now you're talking about Rashee Rice being suspended for part of the fantasy playoffs. And if it's an 8-game suspension, a 10-game suspension, because again, it sounds like the NFL wanted a longer suspension. They want to suspend longer than Jordan Addison because of the optics, right? Because everybody saw what happened. Nobody saw Addison. He didn't hit anybody. He didn't cause any damage. Everybody saw what Rashee Rice did and saw him run away. So because of the optics, they want a longer suspension. So there's real risk that you will not have Rashee Rice in the fantasy playoffs. There's real risk you will not have Rashee Rice down the stretch to help you get in the fantasy playoffs. So I don't know. I've already been kind of like on the fence about Rice. I really think this makes him borderline undraftable for me. Because again, like you might draft this guy, get him weeks 1 through 4, maybe even 5, maybe even week 6, but then you don't have him until week 16, week 17. You need this guy. You need him.
Yeah. The weeks missed. It's funny because I saw, nowadays there's nothing that can happen possibly without there being conspiracy theories. So immediately all the people were like, oh yeah, the Chiefs got their way. It just so happens that, they get him for week 1 through 4 when they have a really tough schedule, but they don't have to, they'll miss him the next 4 weeks because they get to play Jacksonville. And like, it's like, I really don't think they thought that hard about the Chiefs schedule in the middle of the season.
No,
but that's honestly multiple people on social are spinning it that way. Like, oh, they get him for weeks 1 through 4. Like that's the most important weeks of the season.
Like the Chiefs care about weeks 1 through 4.
Yeah.
People always try to spin it, but no, I mean, again, it's going in front of, I want to say her name is Sue Bird, but that's a WNBA play. It's something like that. I forget. She's the one who did the hearing for Deshaun Watson. So this tells me that the NFL was like, we're going to suspend you like 8, 9, 10 games. And Rashee Rice's and the players are like, whoa, that's too much. So now they're going to go to this hearing to try to come with a compromise. If you remember what happened with Deshaun Watson is the lady ruled 6 games, whoever the judge is or whatever she is, she ruled 6 games. The NFL appealed, and then they settled on 11 games. So we'll see what happens here, but there's real risk that Rashee Rice is not going to be there for the fantasy playoffs. He's getting suspended week 5 to 8. There's no chance he's getting suspended week 5 to 8. That would mean the lady would literally have to rule right then, and last time it took her like 2 months.
Yeah. It's pretty much. Yeah, I think it's pretty much making Rice undraftable for me. I had already been pounding Hollywood Brown in my underdog best ball drafts. I'm getting him late because he's going pretty late in redraft leagues too. I don't mind taking him toward the end of drafts. Worthy's already going pretty early. I don't think it bumps up Worthy like a whole lot because he's already been drafted early enough. But I think that's about it. I think it also has got to make you think Pat Mahomes probably not doing much more than he did last year. I mean, I don't see why he would.
Right. Now, real quick, people saying they can't join the league, can't copy and paste code. I'm sorry, guys. League 7, both leagues are full.
Yeah, so that's probably why.
Both leagues are full. But
we will be doing more. Good news is we're going to do a lot more of these. We're going to do them again almost every night from now until week 1. So I get it. And then Grissa Ball's asking about best ball. We're going to do a best ball 1 too. I think that should be next on the menu.
I know. I probably should have done best ball for League 7. I keep forgetting. The next league will be best ball.
There you go. Next one is best ball. This one is just, yay, Android users get to use it. That's what it is.
Yes.
It's a celebration. It's a celebration, like Rick James would say. All right. We are almost ready to start. Got 15 seconds. We'll do some of your comments as well. Clayton is just hanging on. Why he's hanging on to Rashee Rice value like he's going to be a league winner. I'm not sure what it is. He's not like related to Brandon Ayuk, is he?
All right, here we go. League 6 is underway. League 6 part 2.
Wow.
All right. Quick. Jamar Chase, and Jamar Chase did disappear, so that's good.
Oh, I'm going to go back to the well. I'm going to take Justin Jefferson.
All right. I don't see Justin Jefferson on the board anywhere. That's good. So far, so good.
There we go. And once again, I think we need to give a big shout out to Ali for working on it, getting those fixes super quick.
Once again, Saquon. But you know what? I'm gonna go CMC this time.
CMC at the what were you at the 5, 6?
Yeah, I know. You normally, I mean, Barkely there is the pick. This is 3 wide receivers, Brian. 3 wide receivers, PPR, 1 flex.
3 wide receivers. Oh yeah, well I guess they do have Jalen Royals. I'm not sure if I'm drafting Jalen Royals. He's somebody to keep an eye on, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I like Jalen Royals as a prospect. I would like to see Jalen Royals. And look, I mean, is Hollywood even back at practice yet? Like, who knows? How many games is Hollywood even going to play?
Right.
Like,
well,
I want to believe in Hollywood Brown. Come on, man. You get on the field, dude.
Yeah, he's already got an ankle thing, which is like the same, right? The same ankle as every year.
It's like, I don't even know. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Royals is he's right now a best ball only pick, and keep an eye on him for the waiver wire pick. Hollywood, I know I'll take him in these leagues. I've been taking him. I'm taking him as like my 5th, 6th receiver. There's nothing wrong with that. I can cut him, no sweat.
Yeah, exactly. The Royals isn't a guy that obviously you're going to need to draft in a league like we're doing tonight. Because again, we know Rashee Rice is at least playing weeks 1 through 4. He's probably playing past that because again, even if, let's say by some miracle, the lady that's overseeing this says, okay, 3 games. He only deserves 3 games. The NFL is going to say, no, that's not good enough for us. We're going to appeal. So now he's still playing. He's still playing out. He's still going out there week 5, week 6 while they're appealing. You know what I mean? And this happened. There's precedent for this. This actually happened in 2017 with Ezekiel Elliott. You'll remember this. He got suspended for 6 games. He kept trying to fight it. And then eventually in like week 10, he said, fine, never mind. Because it's like, if you think about it, like if you're the Chiefs, if you're Rashee Rice, you don't care about the fantasy playoffs. You care about the real playoffs. So it's like, you don't want your suspend, because that's the thing. If let's say for some reason it drags on, and then in week 13 or 14, they're like, all right, 6-game suspension. He's got to serve that suspension in the real life playoffs. The Chiefs and Rashee Rice do not want that. This is why Zeke caved. Because it's like, hey, you're not going to, if you don't just serve this thing, we're not going to have you for the playoffs. We can get into the playoffs without you for 6 games. The Chiefs obviously can make the playoffs without Rashee Rice. They don't need Rashee Rice to make the playoffs or even the Super Bowl. Let's be real here. Oh, we're going to go double hero RB, I guess.
Nice.
So, yeah, I think, again, nobody knows for sure what the suspension is going to be, when it's going to be ruled upon. But there's serious risk that he could be out for the fantasy playoffs, at least a game or 2. Because again, it's like you got to think that the fact that it's going to this third party person means the NFL wanted a certain length, and Rice and the players' unions were like, that's too much, and now they're going to go to this third party person to rule on it.
Yeah, they at some point I think they'll also just want it to be over with. It's like they don't want this dragging on toward the end of the season. Maybe he doesn't care, but the team cares, right? They're the ones that have to answer questions about it and deal with it. So, you know what? I'll go that. Let me make my pick here. Let's see. Okay, AJB, good. I was betting I could still get a good running back on the way back. All right. Oh, I get my pick here. Ooh, that's interesting. James Cook. Well, James Cook, that's another thing. Let me see. JT or Jacobs? You know what? I'm gonna switch it up. I've been going JT. I'll go Jacobs. So James Cook, he's back. Like he didn't go anywhere. He's there, practicing, paid, happy. Um, I don't know that for me. I was never down on James Cook. You know, I was ready, right? Plan B, Ray Davis. But I was never down on him. But I still don't know if I'm not taking Cook over Jacobs or JT.
No, I'm not taking Cook over Jacobs or JT personally. No.
Miguel going robust RB, 3 straight running backs. Interesting.
I see Ali went double hero RB as well. Ali and I went double hero RB in the middle here.
Huh.
He went triple RB.
That's 2 teams. 2 teams. Interesting. This is definitely a unique draft. It's not. This one is not best ball, by the way, guys. Just a reminder. Yeah, James Cook. I think will be fine. I know he's probably not going to score as many touchdowns as last year. I still think he pretty easily gets double-digit touchdowns. I mean, look, they didn't pay him to not use him. they actually did pay him.
Exactly. Like,
you know, I think that means he's going to be on the field a lot. He wanted to be involved more. He wanted to be more involved as a receiver and a pass catcher. I mean, if that actually happens, I think that offsets any regression from touchdowns. So I'm not worried.
Right. I think James could. Look, is he going to score 18 touchdowns again, or what he scored last year? Probably not, but 10, 11, it's fine. Now, again, I'm not taking James Cook over Jonathan Taylor or Josh Jacobs.
Right. That was never the case, though. Trying something new. I like it. I appreciate it. Well, especially because I know you're in basically all of our leagues. That's it. That's exactly it. Try something new. Nothing wrong with flexing an RB1. Yeah, that's the only thing. James Cook. I was ready for the Ray Davis breakout season. Which, hey, maybe something happens. Who knows?
Yeah, I think Ray Davis yeah, he's a high-end handcuff. I mean, look, if something happens to James Cook, everybody's going to run out to add Ray Davis, but.
All right, Pain Bliss. It's a good question. We'll put this one up. Which receivers will be this year's Neighbors BTJ? So I guess you're asking which rookie receivers break out.
So we're saying which wide receiver will kind of surprise people and awesome, and which wide receiver will just good? Because that's kind of how these guys were last year, right? Like everybody expected Neighbors to be awesome, and he was good. He was good. Everybody expected BTJ to be okay in Jacksonville, and he was awesome. I could see Matthew Golden being this year's BTJ. I could see Hunter being this year's Neighbors.
Going with Hunter, huh?
But again, yeah. I'm going from the mindset of BTJ was not expected to be the best rookie wide receiver, and he was. And Neighbors was expected to be one of the best rookie wide receivers, and he was just really good. So I'm going from that perspective.
Right. It's interesting because McMillan, first receiver drafted, and you think he had the best chance to be like the Neighbors. I just don't see him getting the crazy target volume of Neighbors to make him like the Neighbors, right? So is there a receiver in this year's draft who is even going to be a Neighbors in that sense, who's just going to basically be everything for their offense? I don't think so. I don't think there is one.
McMillan. I mean, he won't get 170 targets like Neighbors.
Right.
But that's the crazy thing about Neighbors. The dude got 170 targets, and he was like, yeah, he was good last year. Like 1,200 yards. You'll take that. I mean, 170 targets?
Yeah. I don't think anybody's getting that. Golden.
What?
Clayton never shy with the takes. I don't think Golden's
right.
Oh, of
Golden is
course.
absolutely
The correct answer was Jimmy Horn Jr.
Jimmy Horn Jr.
Wait, Dante, got it. This year's BTJ, Dante Thornton.
All right, BTJ wasn't a complete afterthought.
No. All right, let's see. I got 2 and 1. What does the live pilot say? You got 20 seconds. Best available. All right. Well, you know what? I could just go McMillan. Let's do it. Let's go McMillan. Got a looks like a trade question, and it's a Rashee Rice question. All right. Let me get my pick. I'll put this up. Coach Wiley wants to know Chase Brown for Rashee Rice and Travion Henderson.
I'm not trading for Rashee Rice. No way.
No. If you're getting that side and you're giving up Chase Brown, no.
No way. No way.
I see the thought process, right? It's like, oh, I can buy low, but no, don't do that. Let's go JMO. Laporta, by the way, I'm looking at tight ends. I was like, I didn't miss anybody. No, I didn't miss anybody. No elite tight ends fell. Laporta is hurt again. Does that worry you about Laporta?
It doesn't worry me about Laporta because I haven't really been drafting Laporta. Laporta's in the tight end dead zone where it's like, why take a tight end here when I can just wait?
Yeah, I thought he could, if fully healthy, kind of have a nice bounce back. So we did see at the end of the season, right? The last few games, he picked it up a lot, right? Did much better when he was supposedly, all the way healthy or close. But yeah, this kind of kills any buzz I might have had about, well, I can get Laporta and maybe get a top 3 tight end at a slight discount. Like, nah. Okay. No votes for Luther Burden. No, I think we might have to wait a little bit on Luther Burden. The other thing with Burden, we saw basically the thing is with Neighbors and BTJ. I mean, Neighbors was everything in that offense because they had nothing else. But BTJ too, especially throughout basically the whole second half of the season. Remember, Christian Kirk was out. Christian Kirk missed a lot of time. They kind of had other guys like Evan Engram at tight end, and I don't know who else did they have. I think they had Gabe Davis was their other receiver. Like he kind of was everything in that pass offense too. You know what I mean? That does help. So I think you have to look at the situation. Luther Burden isn't all of a sudden leapfrogging DJ Moore and Romo Dunze, for targets, and they have 2 pass catching tight ends, and it's like, yeah, I don't think Luther Burden's in the greatest situation for fantasy.
Right.
Trey Harris might have been, but now they got Keenan Allen, so there's that.
And not only that, like Trey, I mean, look, you don't want to go too much into camp hype, but it's not good when like the 5th round rookie is getting more, is like people are praising him more than Trey Harris.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, I think Trey Harris is still fine, like late round, stash him, okay, but yeah, I've kind of cooled off on Trey Harris a little bit. And again, if the Chargers were if they felt so good about Trey Harris and KLS, why are they going to sign 33-year-old Keenan?
Exactly. Can't give up on him long term or anything like that, but I don't feel like he's going to do a whole lot this year. One guy we both kind of like, I think better than consensus is Jaden Higgins in Houston. He could have a big role right away. But,
yep.
Nico's still there. Now, if Nico misses time, Jaden Higgins now becomes potentially a breakout candidate. Interesting. Michael is higher on Rashee Rice after today.
Interesting. All right.
That's what's fun is we didn't get anything specific, right? Like we don't know exactly when and how much and all that. So it's just fun to hear everyone's interpretation, right? Everyone's different. I don't know. I'm not feeling like it's great news.
No, it's not. The best possible, well, the best possible news would have been like Jordan Addison, 3 games to start the season. Okay, then you're fine. You don't care about those first 3 games. Like, it's fine. Better news would have been like 4 games to start the season. Even 6 games to start the season would have been better news than what we got today.
Exactly. But well, someone's not going to be scared in each draft. Let's see. Rice, did Rice get taken yet here?
No.
Okay.
No. Still on the board.
All right. Well, keep in mind too, and that's also I'm going to be curious because any of these platforms, right? If you go to like the ADP for Yahoo, ESPN, Sleeper, whatever, where are they putting him? Are they dropping him? Are they keeping him the same? Like where? So I actually want to go take a look and see exactly what the reaction is in that sense. Like we probably already have Rice pretty low, and that's why he hasn't been taken. All right, let's see. I got 4 receivers. Live pilots. Tell me what to do. You know what? That's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what. Although, take Hubbard. I already have Ted. Do I want that much Panther?
All in on the Panthers this year.
I am big on the Panthers. You know what? I'm gonna. All right, fine. Let's do it.
I mean, I'll say if Rice only gets suspended 3 to 4 games, then yeah, he is going to be a massive value for sure. Like, but I don't think that would be the case because if the NFL was like, "Hey, we're going to suspend you 4 games," why wouldn't Rashee Rice just say fine? Fine. You know what I mean? Like if the NFL wanted 4 games, I went Rashee Rice and the Chiefs and everybody just fine. Just take the 4 games. We don't need you the first 4 weeks. Like the Chiefs literally do not need Rashee Rice until they get to like the AFC Championship game. Like we think the Chiefs need Rashee Rice. They just went to the Super Bowl without Rashee Rice. Like, yeah, they need him at some point, of course. You can't go in like we saw in that Eagles game, like you need better wide receivers when you face an offense like the Eagles or something like that. They don't need Rashee Rice the first 4 weeks of the season. Like if the NFL was like, you're going to get 4 games, he would have been like, okay, fine. So they must have wanted a very lengthy suspension here. And the players union and him were like, whoa, that's too much. And now that's why it's going to this third party. This is exactly what happened with Deshaun Watson. Wanted the whole season.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not saying they wanted the whole season for Rashee Rice, but they might have wanted like 8-10 games.
Which is a lot. And I understand why they would push back on it. Not saying you don't deserve it, but this is why they're still working it out. That the Chiefs don't need Rashee Rice at all. Like they proved that. I mean, the only thing that the Super Bowl proved is they need better offensive line. But yeah, this doesn't matter to them. They didn't have him at all basically last season for the most part. So it's just going to drag on. That's the thing. And I understand that Michael's making a point. I get this. He's saying it's better that he did start the season, get some game action, have the on the field, the chemistry, miss some games and come back. It's kind of like an injury, right? Guy gets going, not start cold, right? Like have to work your way into it. But I don't know. The closer you get to like the late part of the season, the fantasy playoffs, it's just the more valuable it is for you. So
yeah, but that's the thing. The Chiefs don't need him to make the playoffs, but your fantasy team might. And again, remember the games he's going to miss now. Like if he missed the early part of the season, there's no bye weeks. You should have all your players should be healthy. You should have plenty of guys to replace them. But when you get to week 9, week 10, week 11, and there's buys, and you've got injured wide receivers, and Rashee Rice isn't playing, you're struggling to win matchups. You're struggling to win those matchups. So even if let's say he's back week 14 or something, it might be too late for you.
Right. That's the argument we always make is, okay, he's not worthless, right? He's going to play this season. The question is, are you taking him over another guy in the same range? Like, are you taking him over another player who is playing, assuming they don't get hurt, a full season and could put up, better or similar numbers? That's the question, is where do you draw the line? Why would you take him over a Devontae Smith, who's going to put up similar numbers anyways and isn't getting suspended 6 to 8 games or whatever? It just doesn't make sense to do that. I mean, it's not Jamar Chase, all right? Like Rashee Rice, okay, good receiver. He's not Jamar Chase. He's not CeeDee Lamb.
Right. I mean, we'll see. This is what makes fantasy football great, right? Like if we knew the answer, I don't really want to go tight end here, do I?
Oh, wait, we got a counter here. Now this is different. Okay, hold on. Let me put this first one up. Okay. It's not your turn yet, right? No. Okay.
I just picked.
Coach Watley, remember, it was Chase Brown for Rice and Henderson. We're like, no, don't do that. But now, apparently, says he countered with Devontae Adams and Travion Henderson.
Nah. I mean, I assume we're talking redraft. I mean, look, in Dynasty, I might take the Rice and Henderson side, but I assume this is redraft. And I'm not taking Adams, especially Adams now with Matthew Stafford. Who knows what's going to happen with Matthew Stafford? I'm taking Chase Brown.
This one's a little closer for me because, again, we don't want to deal with the whole Rice thing. I would definitely take Devontae Adams over Rashee Rice. I might do this. I think this is pretty solid. Now, if you're nervous about Stafford not playing, I get that. I'm surprised. This guy must really, really want Chase Brown, obviously.
Well, Chase Brown has been steamed up by the entire fantasy community. I don't think there's a single fantasy video out there talking negatively about Chase Brown. Until Clayton does YouTube, then we'll get some negative Chase Brown videos.
I guess I'm going sort of robust RB too. Just don't love the receivers here.
I mean, I'm really happy that I started RB. I like my wide receiver, Golden in the flex. I got Lamar and Hawk. I'm just going to turn out all right here.
Yeah, it's different, right? In a 10-teamer, it's shallow. It's the same receiver staring at me. Hasn't changed.
I mean, it's redraft. You don't have you can reach.
Yeah, who's worth reaching for? Nobody. Too much Jennings. Fine. Pittman it is.
Chase Brown only missed one game. Week 18, right?
Last year? No, he didn't miss a bunch of games. Why did somebody say he was hurt?
Yeah, no, he wasn't. And if you remember, the play he got hurt on was so ridiculous because they had the game. He was running in for a touchdown, and they had the game won, and he tried to stop himself from scoring so they could just ice it, and it was on the turf, and his foot planted weird. It was a fluke injury too. Now, I'm not saying he can't get hurt. I mean, anybody can get hurt, especially a running back getting 300 plus touches can get hurt. But he's no smaller than Bucky Irving.
I
don't think he's smaller than Travion Henderson. Aren't they about the same size?
Yeah, I don't think he's a small back. I mean, he's not a big back, but big back.
Actually, he's big. He's bigger than Henderson.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. thought that was disproved a long time ago, right? That these bigger, stronger running backs don't last longer. They actually get hurt more than the smaller backs.
Well, I think that's because typically the smaller backs don't get 300 carries between the tackles. You know what I mean? They're out in space more.
True.
But that's changed, right? The NFL has changed. Like we see, like James Cook. I mean, James Cook didn't have a 300 touch. You know, Buck Irving. You know, who else? Who else are some of the, like Jahmyr Gibbs? You know, it's kind of changing. The Devon Achane, these smaller backs are getting 200, 250 carries.
Yep.
It's just a different game now, right? The way the game is played now, you don't have, you know, 8 defensive linemen and massive linebackers in the box anymore. Most of the time, unless you play on a team with no quarterback. You know, you have 5, 6 DBs out there a lot of times. So these smaller backs don't take the pounding that they would have used to back in like the 80s, 70s, and 80s when, you know, they get ripped in half.
Yeah. And now almost doesn't matter what kind of running back you are, they're all expected to be able to catch passes and run routes and do all that stuff. You know, You don't have guys who just plow straight ahead, you know, 2 yards in a cloud of dust, and that's good enough.
That's why Derrick Henry is the unicorn. He's like the dying breed. Big, bruising backs.
All right, Griffin wants to know. Okay, so I guess we haven't tweaked. As of today, we're not messing with the rankings. We haven't adjusted rankings or changed anything on Rice. So let's see. Rice or Flowers? Love the dog, by the way.
I'm just so low on Flowers.
Are you? I thought this was easy Flowers.
I mean, like, what do you get with Flowers?
Big games. Look, okay, so I'll tell you what. He's one of those. I was surprised. I was looking this up because I was doing some research on James Williams, and you talk about those chunk plays. He was up there, 100-yard games. You know, they're not that many. We think that there are a lot. There really aren't that many players who have repeat 100-yard games. I think he had 5 last year, and he was up there with among the league leaders. Now, he also had a lot of games where he did absolutely nothing.
He has 37, 20, 10, 11, 34, 39. Like, he literally boomer bust, which is great. In best ball, fine.
That's okay.
Boomer bust.
Because he's got boom.
But in your redraft leagues, those weeks where he only gets like 2 catches for 20 yards, you're like, well, took the L this week. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so, and you know, we know this is just such a low passing volume offense. I mean, he only went over 15 fantasy points in PPR 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, 7 times, and he only went over 20 points 3 times. So I mean, even his booms aren't like booms. Yeah, I mean, I like Flowers the player. He's just in a situation. Oh, I'm on the clock. He's just in a situation here where it's like, oh, I auto drafted Josh Downs. Oh well. He's just in a situation where they just don't throw the ball enough, and you got Andrews there, you know, taking the touchdowns. I mean, at least I know Flowers is playing on 17. I guess Flowers, but really just neither. Can I say neither?
You could, but it sounds like you'd rather just wait for Rice. To me, easy Flowers. Griffin also wants to know Rice or Igbuka.
I mean, I'd probably just take Igbuka. This is tough. So. This one's tough too. I mean, I'm getting higher on Igbuka because now it's sounding like there's a real good chance Godwin is healthy to start the season.
Right.
I might just go with Igbuka here, honestly.
Yeah, I think I'd go Igbuka here. What about this one? I think this one should be easy. Rice or Pearsall.
All right, definitely Pearsall here. I like Pearsall a lot. I mean, yeah, definitely Pearsall.
All right, and then let's end with the suspension boys. Rice or Addison.
Give me Addison. Addison's only missing the first 3 games of the season. I'll take that all day. I don't need Addison the first 3 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, quarterbacks. Nope, I can win a quarterback. Do I take Hollywood? Why not? You know what? There it is. Money, meat, mouth. There's Hollywood Brown. Rendon Dye. What's up? Would you rather start Jamar Chase, Drake London, Chase Brown, or Jamar Chase, Chase Brown, Bucky Irving?
Oh, Chase London, Chase Brown for sure.
Yes. Yes.
I think you're getting potentially 2 top 5 wide receivers and potentially a top 5, top 10 running back.
Yeah, I'm pretty huge on Drake London this year. I think I'll easily go London there. All right, hold on. Let me make my pick. I can still wait. Oh man, this is the tight end landscape. I guess I'll just
and then the voice of reason, Tatum drops in. You expect a very rational take. Rashee Rice might not even get a suspension. What?
What?
Where's that coming from?
Well, you know what? Actually, we haven't even addressed. All right, someone who still may get a suspension, but is not having any legal ramifications. Apparently, we didn't even talk about Keyshawn Judkins. Apparently, it was all just a joke. Never mind. They just dropped the charges.
Yeah. Okay. So, hold on. Carl, Android works. Go get it. Carl, it works. Android works. Go download the app.
Yeah. I think Carl jumped in late.
All right. Back to Judkins. Yeah. I mean, I still think he's probably going to get a suspension because that's what the NFL does these days. It doesn't matter if you got charged for anything. But also almost certainly going to sign his contract now, which is key because you can't really play if you don't have a contract. Right. I need a running back. I was going to take him last round. So hey, maybe there's still a chance for Judkins this year. I mean, look, we still have 3 weeks of training camp. If he can get back in there, maybe there's still a chance. Yes, Carl. Your best bet is probably to delete and reinstall, Carl, because we did a new update.
Yeah, just to be safe. Never hurts. Just start fresh. Make sure you get the latest version. We showed it earlier. It's 1.2.2, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Judkins. Here's the thing, and it's funny because also the instant reaction there, like, oh, well, there goes your discount on Judkins. He's already being drafted now. He's gonna be drafted like in the 5th round. It's like, number one, he still hasn't been at all at training camp at all. Okay. He's behind Dylan Sampson still, and Jerome Ford is still there. He will sign his contract pretty soon. Sounds like it. He's still on the Cleveland Browns. He's still on the Browns team that we don't know who the quarterback's going to be, and probably will be one of those scoring offenses. And they'll probably be playing from behind quite a bit. So I think it would be a huge mistake to overreact on this with Judkins and just say, like, that's it, all in. He's a great discount. He still might wind up being kind of worthless for this season.
Yeah, I mean, obviously his ADP is probably going to jump back up now. We'd seen it gone way down into like the hundreds. I think if you got Judkins in the hundreds, you're probably feeling pretty good, I think. But if he starts going up again, like if he starts around like the RJ Harveys, the Travion Hendersons, I think that's too high.
That's insane. Yeah. That would be insane. All right. Let's get a question here from, what is that? I don't know. What is this? Paracayo? If you had 4th pick in a Superflex league, would you pick Burrow, Hurts, or non-quarterback, assuming the top 3 quarterbacks are gone?
I would go Burrow or Hurts. I would lean, assuming it's a 4-point passing touchdown league, I would lean Hurts.
Yeah. I think
I think if you have the top, I mean, Burrow's fine too in Superflex. I think if you have top 4 or 5 picks, you should go QB in Superflex. I think pick 6 is where I would start to consider Chase.
and we do have as an option in draft lane Superflex, so you can do Superflex, and then if you use a draft pilot, you'll see basically our Superflex rankings. And yeah, I think you're right. It's either pick 6 or 7. That's where the cutoff of quarterbacks is. Yeah, I'm taking one of those quarterbacks. Those are still elite quarterbacks that should be first rounders, and
Yes.
I just still think it's crucial to get that.
All right. We got round and a half.
Super chat. Sorry for making you wait. Just noticed it. From Burke, 12-team PPR keeper question. Josh Allen, 4th round. Terry McLaurin, 7th round.
I'm going with Josh Allen here. Again, I mean, I'm getting a little nervous about Terry. The longer this, drags on, less time he gets in camp. We saw last year, Brandon Ayuk had a very, very slow start. Even CeeDee Lamb had a very slow start to the year last year with Dak healthy. Don't feel like, I mean, I know Terry in the 7th is a nice discount, but just give me the known stud, elite QB in the 4th round, and then I can just load up on running back and wide receiver in round 1 through 3.
Yeah, and I think the Terry contract thing, it plays a little bit into this, but not too much. I mean, I still think you just get the clear elite player in his position as opposed to a really, really good player. So yeah, I'm thinking Josh Allen there.
Carl, send a screenshot. It should say if you click the little wheel and click about draft lane, it should say 1.2.2.
Right. So Johnny's trying to take us back to the donut talk.
Yeah.
Yes,
Bing King, it's back on Android. Go get it. Make sure it's version 1.2.2.
Yeah, I'll show you real quick after we're done with this because we're almost done. But don't worry. By the way, hang on because we're going to do another draft right after this. Got some different people joining.
Yep.
I do need a tight end. Oh, no wonder. I was like, I feel like there should be better tight ends left, but somebody already has 2 tight ends and everybody has a tight end. Nobody waited.
Yeah, so 1.1.1, that's not the right version, Carl. I don't know why your Google Play Store wouldn't have it. Run CMC saying watch every video. Thank you. Don't have draft lane nor underdog here. What do you mean you don't have draft lane there? Draft lane isn't like
wait, who is it?
Illegal. Draft lane's not illegal in any state. Run CMC. Where's Run CMC? Oh, that's
he's in Mexico.
That's in Mexico. Ollie, draft lane not available in Mexico?
I was gonna say we need to make that happen.
Right?
We want to be worldwide. One more pick, last round 13. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I could go either one. All right. Magic Live Pilot. Tell me who to pick. I guess no, I guess not. Ramondre. Did I take Jalen Boring Warren? No. I'll take my handcuff. Yeah, we need to be global with this thing. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Like, there should be restrictions, should there? Not gambling or anything.
I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy. There might be. I don't
know. Yeah, well, we'll figure it out.
Name of the app is Draft Lane, all one word. You can see it. You can see it scrolling down there.
Yeah, and I'll show it again as we exit.
All right. Well, I'll take boring Ramondre Stevenson. I need running backs. Some running back depth here.
All right.
I like this double hero RB build. Got an elite QB. I got a good tight end. I got a lot of upside at wide receiver.
Well, let's see. We're not reviewing the teams because this is a real draft, not a mock, but you went double RB, and this is a 10-teamer also. Keep in mind. All right, Garrett Wilson, Calvin Ridley, Odunze Golden. I mean, I know you love all those receivers. Going with the Hawkinson pick. I like it. All right, finally.
Downs was an auto. So
Downs was auto.
Oh well. Now Downs dealing with a hamstring injury.
Yeah,
that was an auto pick.
All right, Pink King, hold on. I'll show you. Show you in a second so you can see it. It's draft lane, all in one word, no spaces. All right, and this draft is almost over. An auto pick Besh. That's not a bad auto pick. Hold on, let's see. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
So there it is. Draft Lane has fantasy leagues now. So Draft Lane was around last year. It was a way you can get in contact with us, get your questions answered when you're not on the live stream. And now we are hosting fantasy leagues. That's right. We got things that other platforms don't have, and that's why we're excited to get it out. Now available, again, on Android and working. And it seems like it's working like a charm so far. I hope so. Tell us if it is, because we got some people in this draft, I think, who are in Android, right?
Yes, we do. I hope so.
All right,
game week 7.
Let's see. So here's what you need. And if you have the app, Carl, anybody else watching, if you go down to the settings down here in the bottom right where I'm pointing, you see in the very bottom, this is the version number. I am an iOS, but apparently for Android, it's the same. I think it's the same, right? 1.2.2, and then a little parentheses 1. So that's the version number you want. Just make sure you go to your App Store, Play Store, whatever, and make sure it's updated. Again, I went into the App Store and I looked and it just said open app. So I clicked on it and then it gave me the option to update. So
yeah, it was weird. Like, I don't know why it didn't just say update there. I don't know what the App Store.
App Store is weird like that sometimes. All right. And if you did just get the app, and you're like, okay, I'm in. Well, this draft we're about to do is already full. It's been full, but that's okay. Because number one, we're going to do another probably tomorrow, right? We're live streaming. We want to do as many of these as possible every night to get you guys into some of these leagues. And we have a whole bunch of free leagues that are open right now, public leagues. You can jump in anytime you can draft. So if you see not only the comments, but also right there scrolling at the bottom, the little ticker that you may not have noticed, draftlane.com/play. Go to that website, and then you can just join from there. All right, but we got another draft to do, so let's get to it.
All right, so I'm going to randomize the draft order right now. There we go. Save. All right, you should see the draft order now.
All right. Did you give me the one? No.
I didn't give you anything. Draft Lane gave it to you. DC3 gets the 1. I have the 9. You got the 8.
I got the 8. All right. Well, I know you randomized it because you want to put me right in front of you to snipe you. So here we go. Draft room. This is another 10-teamer, also 3 receivers.
Yeah, this is only 2 wide receiver though. This is a 2 wide receiver, 2 running back.
All right.
1 tight end, 1 flex.
Well, now I'm definitely going hero RB. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'm not going to go in and decide what I'm going to do already. JV got the 10 pick. Nice. Make another. Don't worry, Carl. We're going to do plenty more.
Yeah, don't worry. We got 3 weeks till the season. We'll be doing a ton of these. Yes.
You're going to be on here. If you really are the loyalist viewer, then you'll be here for the next one.
All right, here we go. Time to start. DC3. DC3, start us off.
Awesome.
Cody's at the 6.
Cody, glad you got in. Awesome. Now Cody's been around for a while. And Bradley said he's going to be the next one. Excellent. Yeah, you know what, Jim, that's fair. I know the draft board, you can have to scroll back and forth. We'll try to optimize it next year. Maybe have it where you can do the horizontal. So we're happy to have it working.
Yeah, there's definitely things. The nice thing about football, like the good and the bad about football, is there's a big long off season where nobody's drafting, nobody's doing anything. The goal this year was to get it functionally working to where we could draft teams, play fantasy, use all the cool features that no other fantasy leagues have, make sure it works, go through a multiple full seasons, make sure everything works. Next off season, neighbors, Nico neighbors. Man, I have so much neighbors. I'll grab a Nico here. Next season, or next off season, we will definitely be working on things like update the UI, make it a little more user friendly. But this year, it was just about getting it functionally working.
Right. Exactly. It's just going to get better as time goes on.
All right. And then I get neighbors anyways. What? I just got Nico neighbors.
What?
Thank you. Thank you for the champion. I'm just going to auto draft. I'm going to go now, guys. I'm just going to auto draft. I don't think it even matters the rest of the team, the rest of my team. You guys just give me Nico neighbors to start this draft. What are we doing? What are we doing here, people?
Although, I don't know. You're going to have to contend with my CMC Henry combo there. So we'll see.
I mean, it's 10 team. All the teams are probably going to be stacked.
Yeah. Like, I look at how good my first 2 rounds were. I'm going to dominate. All right, Isaiah, I got a question. Trade question. Love it. Trade questions. Davante Adams and Bijan for Jamar Chase. Wow.
Nah, give me Adams and Bijan. I mean, Chase, Bijan, Chase. Like, we're talking about the top 2 consensus picks here. You're just getting Davante Adams thrown in. Like, yeah, give me the Adams Bijan side.
Yeah, I think it's a little. I mean, again, these guys are neck and neck. Davante Adams is more than kind of a throw-in. So yeah,
right.
Would rather have the Adams Bijan side.
Like, honestly, the trade should just be Bijan for Chase. Like, somebody in your league's like, man, first of all, if somebody picked Chase, why would they trade? Why are they now trying to trade Chase? They literally had their pick of every player in fantasy. They picked Chase. Why are they trying to trade him now? Why didn't they? If they wanted Bijan, why didn't they just pick Bijan?
Well, they want to give Bijan and another top wide receiver. So,
well, that's true. But really, the trade should just be Bijan for Chase. That's the fair trade.
That's the fair trade. Yeah. So this is Isaiah. This is not a fair trade.
Right.
It's not a good trade. I guess it's good for the Jamar Chase side because then they would get 2 players instead of 1. But
right,
it's good.
Like, if I'm gonna get Bijan and Adams for Chase, yeah, you can have Chase.
Interesting. Okay, Noah, draft board isn't too full yet. Think of trading the first round pick and 8th and 9th rounds in a 12-team PPR for the 2nd, 4th, and 5th.
So I'm guessing you'd have 2 seconds, 2 fourths, 2 fifths, but you'd have no 8th or 9th?
No first round pick.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just kind of, those are the kind of trades that always sound good on paper, and then when it comes down to it, you're not really exactly thrilled that you did it because, like, I didn't get a first round pick. I mean, you're 12 team. Also depends. I mean, if it's a late first round pick, but if it's not, then I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, if it's like a late first and now you're gonna have like 2 early seconds, I might do that. But again, like, I mean, we're talking, you're not gonna have your 8th or 9th. I mean, not that the guys in the 8th and 9th are great in a 12-teamer, but there's still value there. There's still potential there.
Yes, JV's asking this league has trades and waiver
Boy,
wires.
this league has gone very running back heavy, huh?
Yeah. I went double RB. Somebody else went double RB. Ali got 2 in the second and third rounds. Yeah, I think just because it's only a 2 receiver league. Yes, I have it's experience. We are a veteran team, JB. Veteran. Do you need a code to enter league? Yes, you do need a code to enter league. Unless you're making league, that's different. But so when you go to the website, thedraftlane.com/play, there should be codes for everyone or links that you can just click on if you're on your phone. Oh, hold on, it's my turn.
Can't say I love the Hampton pick there, but man, running backs like.
You know what? These receivers don't jump off the page at me. I'll no. I'll go McBride again. Oops. There we go. All right. We've got a super chat. Let me put that one up. It's Alexis again. Appreciate you, Alexis. Thinking of taking Barkely and flipping him.
No.
For someone like, I hope you mean both Walker and Evans. Okay. Or Hampton Adams.
I'm just gonna tell you one thing I never do in my fantasy drafts, unless like back in the day in my home league, I would draft Rams players because I knew I could trade them to my dad for ridiculousness. But I never pick somebody in my fantasy draft with the intent of trading them. Just pick somebody else. You don't have to take Barkley. Like, if you're thinking of taking Barkley, that means you probably have a top 5 pick. Take CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, take Jahmyr Gibbs, take Malik Neighbor, take somebody else. You know what I mean? Because what if you can't flip them for Walker Evans, or which don't even think I would trade him for Walker Evans or Hampton Adams, and I would not trade him for Hampton Adams anyways. Like, if you really believe strongly that Barkley's gonna regress, which is fine, then just don't take Barkley. Just take somebody else that you like.
Right. Because that trade might not happen. Right. And you also know this, when you give up, you get a 2-for-1, you always feel like, I'm getting more, I'm getting better, but you're getting 2 players that aren't as good as that one player. And a lot of times in fantasy, that one player is just more meaningful, because you got to remember that's one player who is elite plus whoever was in your spot. And look at the rest of your team. Like, let's say your receiver room is just total trash. Okay, maybe this does help you to get Mike Evans, right? But you just drafted. Your team should not be trash already. Like, you should be able to build around a CeeDee Lamb or whoever you pick. So yeah, if you're that nervous about Barkley, agree. Don't take it. Julio got the app working. There you go. So we're live. We are definitely live in Mexico. That works. Same thing. Go down the bottom here. You see the little ticker, and it's also in the description. Go to draftlane.com/play and just click on any of those links to join the league. Hold on. Let me make my pick. I'll take my league winner. I don't care if I already have 2 running backs.
I'm muted because my dogs are going nuts.
Oh,
all right.
That's only happened to me 3 times already tonight.
These running backs are just flying off the board tonight.
All right, let's
look. Julio got the app. Nice. You probably already said that, and I couldn't hear it because I literally could not hear what you said for the last minute.
Yeah, I did. That's all right. Okay, hold on, Carl. I'll get to your question. All right, Chris, you're up again.
Yeah. Love my wide receivers. Not feeling great about my running backs. I guess it makes sense why I got Nico and Neighbors, because all the running backs went off the board.
I'll take DJ Moore. Drop the link, please. I think the link's already in the chat, but we can do it again.
Yeah, unfortunately, the league's full. There's no link to drop. But like we said, if you go to draftlane.com/play, we have like over 40 leagues that you can join and play in and try it out this year. And we'll also be streaming all the way up until, there you go, all the way up until the season.
Yep. Okay. So a couple questions here. Andrew wants some help setting the lineup, I guess, for a 10-teamer. Got CMC and Walker. Pacheco and Swift are your flexes. Should I put Henderson as a flex? You got a lot of running backs.
No, I don't think Henderson's going to be a guy when we do the start sit. I'm probably going to have as a sit for week 1 because not how involved he's going to be right off the bat.
Right.
Like, I think he's fine as a flex, but I'd rather Pacheco or Swift. Probably right now, I don't know who they play. I don't know who the Chiefs and the Bears play in week 1. So I don't know what the matchup is. I haven't looked that far ahead yet. Probably slightly lean Swift right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. With no matter how good they are, we think they are, no matter where they were drafted, no matter how hyped, most of the rookie running backs are going to be kind of eased into things. They're not going to be getting a ton of carries. Now, Ashton Genty is an exception. He was drafted in the first round. He'll be out there, from the get-go. But a guy like Henderson, they'll probably still give Ramondre the start, and working back in. RJ Harvey, I don't know, because regardless of whatever Sean Payton says publicly, he's the guy. And honestly, who else would they even put out there instead of him? They're not putting Audric Estime as the starter in week 1. So
J.K. Dobbins?
J.K. Dobbins, he's no good. No, they've been putting J.K. Dobbins as like the third down back. He's like situational.
Well, okay, I don't know if this is factual, but Benjamin Albright said J.K. Dobbins was supposed to start the game, but he couldn't find his helmet.
What? That's it right there.
That's what Benjamin Albright said.
That warrants a suspension right there.
It's like, do you remember? See, this tells you how old you are. I know you remember this. The Buffalo Bills Super Bowl where Thurman Thomas couldn't find his helmet at the start of the game.
That's funny. All right. Well,
let me see if...
agree, though. Henderson is amazing. His preseason has been. He'll probably not do a whole lot in week 1. So, it's my turn. Oh, there's Zay Flowers. I don't know. I guess nobody else wants him. I'll take him. Actually, you know what? It's not true. It's not true. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the guy that I think you and anybody else might take, because I don't have Ricky Pearsall because you keep taking him. So I know you're not going to take Zay Flowers in front of me.
Definitely not going to take Flowers. Who's a running back? I can wait there. I'm going to take Jacoby. Yes, this is what Benjamin Albright said. Yeah, it was supposed to be Dobbins, and I don't know what happened there. Couldn't find his helmet or something.
But that's
Dobbins was supposed to start the game, so everybody's freaking out like RJ Harvey and Dobbins was in on third downs. What's going on? Everybody thought it'd be the opposite, right? Like Dobbins early downs, Harvey. Well, I guess it took by the time Dobbins put his helmet. I was like, okay, it's third down, get out there. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see what happens in the next preseason game.
All right. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, realistically, Harvey probably won't be startable the first couple weeks either, but
I mean, he might be.
Might be. Here we go. I'm not taking Rice. Yeah, I'll take Waddle. I'm fine with Waddle. All right, Carl really wants to know about curses and voodoo and something, conspiracies, Madden curse. Yeah, no, not really.
No.
Yeah, no, I was like, I was high on Caleb Johnson, but man, no, I think I've got to be kind of out now. Steelers, I just think it's going to be a rough season.
Yeah. I think Warren is kind of coming around on Warren being okay in PPR. But if I don't end up with any Steelers, I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be okay this year.
Right. Don't have to have a Steeler. And they've been used to be one of the go-to teams for fantasy, right? It's like whoever the running back is, you want them for the Steelers, right? The RB1 and Antonio Brown, and also at least another good receiver or two. And Big Ben was always just solid. And now it's like just want to avoid them.
Well, that's the thing. They had Big Ben. I mean, it just shows you, like, look at the top fantasy offenses. They have good QBs. Like, they had Big Ben. Big Ben could sling it.
He did. Okay, we got a keeper question. I think we got a little time to sneak this one in. Tyler. Got the 1-3, 2 receiver, 1 flex. Best options are Nico round 3, McBride.
Nico.
Which would
Nico.
you go? Yeah.
Nico, definitely. You're getting a first round pick in round 3. I mean, McBride typically goes round 3, so it's not a bad option to get McBride, but Nico for sure for me.
Yeah. No, there is not a chat function on the app, and so that's why we have the Discord. Okay, I got 3, 4, 1. Go. Yeah, why not? Actually, no. I'm gonna take who I think might get taken. I'll go Luca here. Yo, what's the news? Well, the news is Rashee Rice is gonna get suspended at some point for some length of time that we don't know, but not yet. Not the beginning of the season. And the Browns will basically take anyone, no background check required. That's basically it. We did talk about Isaiah Bond. Isaiah Bond now all of a sudden has a team, and guess what? The Cleveland Browns. Imagine
of course, it's the Browns. Of course, it's the Browns.
He's a guy that honestly didn't. I saw some analysts before the draft had like a round 2 grade on him, and he didn't get drafted because of the character concerns. I don't know if I'm running out to draft or pick up Isaiah Bond just because he's in Cleveland. So we'll see. I guess it's worth watching, but the problem again is that you need a quarterback to make a receiver good. Deshaun Watson is not a thing. I mean, he technically still exists, but not for fantasy.
Yeah, I did not have a round 2 grade on Isaiah Bond. I was not a fan of Isaiah Bond.
No. See, that's why I took Ibuka, because I knew he wouldn't make it back to me.
Man, you guys were really tempting me to take Laporta there, but I like Andrews a lot.
Yeah. Is he still a Brown? Who? Watson?
Watson is still technically a Brown, yes.
Yeah. Still getting paid from them.
And they technically have not ruled him out playing this year. Are we ready for Deshaun Watson to show up right for the fantasy playoffs?
That would be something. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying not to waste any brain cells thinking about Deshaun Watson.
Right.
I do think I don't know. I gotta think it's just a matter of time. Sanders is the starter. I don't know. It just makes too much sense. It's
I
not
don't
any
know.
of those
It's,
other
I
guys.
mean, now with this injury, it's like, I don't think it would even shock me if they cut him. I almost kind of hope they do cut him.
You think?
It's the Browns. They don't seem to like Shador. Like even Kevin Stefanski after his game, when they were like asking him questions, it was like it was painful for him to talk about how well he played. Like it hurt him to say it.
The whole thing was so weird. It was almost like teams were told not to take him, and they just did because they're the Browns, or they were like forced to take him as punishment or something. I don't know. This is odd. All right. What are we in? Oh, we're around 11. This is just a 12 rounder, though, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah,
I don't think I have a quarterback yet.
And even after that game, when they asked Stefanski about him starting the next game, he's like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the quarterbacks are. And he, he's still not taking first team reps. I mean, now he's got this injury. I don't know. I just don't think the Browns. I agree with Jay. I think we're going to see terrible Dylan Gabriel before we see Shador.
Yeah, I think we'll see Dylan Gabriel for like a game or two, kind of like we saw. What's that guy? The guy for the Saints, the guy who did like the glamour poses. Jake Haener. Jake Haener. We'll see him, and then he'll disappear.
Oh man, that was bad. You realized, like, this is why I can't take Chris Olave this year. I mean, the Saints depth chart right now is Spencer Rattler, Tyler Shook, and Jake Haener. Those are their QBs.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Apparently, Rattler has the leg up, the inside edge.
Apparently, he's been playing well, but we saw Spencer Rattler in real game action. It wasn't pretty.
No. All right, last pick.
My goodness, how is this? How in shallow of a league are we in the land of like just not this absolute handcuffs here? How many running backs were drafted in this league?
Yeah, it gets shallow quick. Let me see. I 1, 2, 3. Oh man, I definitely need another running back. How am I feeling about Dylan Sampson now? Let's go. Let's take a chance. Why not? It's a shallow league. There'll be plenty left on waivers. Gotta mix it up. Oh man, damn, I missed it. He's down there. We gotta move him up. League winner, JCM.
I did move him up, but I mean we can't move him up too crazy high, right?
Like, did you see the thing? I didn't want to pretend it was like news, but apparently some actual he's like I don't know if he's an official beat reporter, but insider, whatever. I don't know. In Washington Insider says he wouldn't be surprised if Brian Robinson doesn't make the roster because they have to make way for Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt.
Come on.
Yeah, I was like, okay, just stop.
Brian Robinson's making the roster. Stop it.
Yeah, little exaggerated.
Like, they can just. I mean, Jeremy McNichols and Chris Rodriguez might not make the roster.
Right.
But Brian Robinson's making the roster.
It's making the roster. Now, eventually, could Krosky-Merritt take the starting job? Sure. but it's not going to be week 1. Like his training camp performance isn't going to make them say every other running back on the roster, all right, you guys can just all go home now. Like we don't need
we don't need it. He's all we need. He's the only guy we need.
It's not how it works. All right, done. 2 drafts on Draft Lane, and we got leagues 6 and 7 in the books. I know sometimes we would wrap up and break down the teams, but this is real. This is for real leagues. We're gonna do another one. I don't know when's our next estimated draft time.
Well, I'm not going to probably be able to draft again until Sunday, unfortunately. So hopefully, maybe you can do one tomorrow. I don't want to commit you to anything.
Okay. Python's saying we need to check. There might be 2 lambs in this draft, so we'll check on that.
What?
Yeah. All right. Well, look, we'll check it out. But anything that you do notice, guys, check out the Draft Lane app. Join some of those free leagues, draftlane.com/play. Try the links. And we'll be doing some more of these live streaming. Of course, you probably already have your notifications on and subscribe so that you know as soon as we go live again and do this. So thank y'all for trying it. Let us know. And by the way, you can also go in the Discord. If you're already in the Discord, go to the Draft Lane support channel and let us know if there's anything we need to know about it. If you're trying to join a league, if it's giving you issues, if for some reason you try something and I almost want to do it, let me see. If it ever happens, you're setting your lineup or you're going to the player pool or you're just trying to see your leagues, something happens and it goes blank or you get an error message, just try it again. Honestly, just get out of there and go back to the different screen and try it again. And usually that works. All right. So try it a couple times or exit the app and go back into it. And then if it still doesn't work, then let us know. All right. Thank you all for joining us again. We'll see you on the next one.